Well, of course, the United States also provides billions of dollars to Africa in developmental assistance and aid each year. That funding is in several sectors like education, health, infrastructure developments, as well as the economies. Now, currently, the United States allocates foreign aid to about 47 African nations. Aid programs not only benefit Africa, but the United States too, in a number of ways. They help build strong ties between the countries. The money stimulates African growth and development, and that increases trade and direct investment opportunities between the United States and Africa. It's not clear now, however, whether President Donald Trump's increased expenditure on the military will affect development aid programs to Africa. Well, let's get you some perspective on that. I'm joined live here in our Nairobi studios by Dr. Adams Olo. He's from the University of Nairobi. Dr. Olo, it seems there are still some, policy uncertainties when it comes to Donald Trump. What we know is that the U.S. may adopt a very inward-looking agenda. When it comes to the focus now on spending more on military aid, do you think this, or at least on their military, do you think it may impact on what is being spent in terms of developmental aid in Africa?
Yes, I think so, and one has to understand this from a very holistic perspective. Remember that in that speech to Congress, not only did he say that he's going to spend more in military or securing America and America first, but he also did say that America spends so much money in what he called global projects, while domestic needs are not addressed. So one can say that in totality, yes, for him, it's America first, and then the rest of the world. And I think to that extent, Africa will also be affected.
But indeed, we've seen that Africa has, of course, benefited from, the assistance coming from the US, but the US has benefited too. I mean, do you think there is any consideration for Africa's policies with, with the United States as far as Donald Trump's administration is concerned?
That's quite true. That's quite true indeed. I think what one will have to look at is the proportions. And if you look at Donald Trump, you're basically seeing a foreign policy that is more concerned with securing America. If you look at the countries that he called, the presidents that he called, it was Egypt, it was South Africa, it was Nigeria. And then you look at that speech again, he's basically saying we are going to start to build a southern wall in order to control crime and drug infiltration. So basically you are seeing a foreign policy that is not going to look at philanthropy or cultural outlook in terms of having friendly countries, but more of, are you helping us in securing America, and the rest will follow.
And of course, another big policy that points to exactly what you're saying was that that travel ban on Muslim-majority countries. We know, of course, with his speech to Congress, he did adopt a more measured tone as far as immigration is concerned. But do you think that there's been a bit of a divide between Muslim-majority countries in Africa and the United States?
That's quite indeed. In fact, you are quite correct that he did take more of a measured speech to ensure that he didn't, or that he wasn't seen to be antagonizing the same cleavages that he antagonized during his campaign. But you can rest assured that among the countries that he has focused on is those that he has stereotyped as being havens of terrorism. And therefore I wouldn't be surprised that if slowly by slowly he puts them on the radar as those are countries which there should be travel bans.
Indeed, we continue to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Thanks very much to Dr. Adams Olo for joining us in studio for that analysis on the latest coming out of the United States.